We are just a few weeks away before the start of UAAP 84, so I'm sure most of you are all excited to watch the Green Archers play after more than 2-year hiatus because of the pandemic. And just a few days ago, we posted in our social media a group photo of the team. So you might be wondering bakit 20 players ang nandun, whereas the official lineup should be 16 players. We just heard that for this season in particular, the league allowed each team to have at least 4 alternates, no? Just in case one of the regular players in the team gets sick, they can substitute. But as long as these players remain in the reserve pool, this season will not be counted in their eligibility years. So before we discuss in detail the current pool of players at Salle Green Archers, let's first find out who are no longer with the team. So from the squad that last played in 2019, so we have the one and done guys, JB Malonzo, James Lapot, and Keyshawn Meeker. Both Malonzo and Lapot are already playing in the PBA. Then we have Andre Karakot, the only player in this batch to have played 5 full seasons with the team. He's also in the PBA right now. Then Aljun Melesio, who has in fact 1 year left of eligibility but decided to go to the PBA already. Si Encho Serrano naman, sometime last year decided to leave the team and play in the regional professional leagues. Joel Kagulangan, a key member of the 2017 LSGH championship team, played just 1 year in TAF before deciding to move to UP. Then we have Jordan Bartlett, Brandon Bates, and Tyrus Hill, who decided to stay back home and no longer return to LaSalle. Cameron Vales, Jeremy Hughes, and Amadou Enyay were doing residency back in 2019 and played a couple of games for LaSalle in the PBA D-League before the season got cancelled. All 3 are not returning as well. So basically, yung mga natira na lang sa team is Francis Escandor, Ralph Hu, Don Lim, Kurt Lohera, Waki Manuel, and of course, Justin Baltazar. Actually, we're fortunate that Balti decided to play his final year with LaSalle. He could have already decided to go pro, either here or overseas, based on his outstanding performance for Gilas in the recent FIBA qualifying tournaments. But I guess it's his personal mission to give LaSalle another championship before his college career ends. He's actually the last member of that 2016 championship team. So I guess that's his motivation for him to play out his final year. Okay, so as we all know, the new head coach of the DLSU Green Archers is Derek Pumaren. He was the first coach of LaSalle when they entered the league in 1986. He led the Green Archers to 2 championships. And the last time he coached LaSalle was back in 1991. So that's almost, more than 30 years already. So I heard also that it's a long-term coaching commitment, which is good because it brings a sense of stability to the program. And it also allows Coach Derek to have a good succession plan in place. Okay, with that, let's now discuss the current pool of the Green Archers. We're using the word pool because we don't know yet the final lineup of the Green Archers for UAAP 84. So aside from the 6 holdovers, we got Joshua David. He's a guard. He was also part of the 2017 NCAA Juniors Championship team of LaSalle Green Hills. He was a teammate of Joel Kagulangan, but he wasn't able to play in his freshman year in 2019. Of course, we already know Evan Nelly. He's part of that dominant San Beda Red Lions squad. He came on board a few weeks after Derek Pumaren joined the squad. So we're fortunate that he transferred to us. Actually, he's a returning LaSallian, but because he already spent his grade school days in LaSalle Zobel. And coming over from UST are guards Mark Nonoy and Deo Quahao. Actually, no one expected them to transfer to LaSalle back in 2020. It just so happens that certain circumstances led them to transfer to the Green Archers. So we all know Mark Nonoy already. He was the UAP 82 Rookie of the Year. He was part of that team that made it to the finals against Ateneo. So we can't wait for him to pair up with Nelly in what would be a very fast and explosive backcourt for the Green Archers in UAAP 84. Then we got a pair of Filipino-American siblings in Benjamin and Michael Phillips. Both stand 6'8". Michael's the youngest. He studied at Creekside High School in Florida, so he has 5 full years of eligibility, while his older brother Benjamin is currently a master's student in DLSU and plans to take up doctorate studies after. He played for Fairfield High School in Ohio and became a full-time college student in the University of Miami in Ohio. Recruited almost at the same time back in 2020 are Eman Galman of Perpetual Help and CJ Austria of UE. Both were big-time scorers back in their high school days. Also from the UAAP juniors ranks is Penny Estacio of FEU Diliman and Aaron Buensalida of NU. Another college transferee is Paul Turco, a 6'6" forward from Holy Cross Davao. Then from our own backyard, we have JC Macalalag, a 6'2" swingman from Salle Green Hills, and 6'7" Raven Cortez from De La Salle Zobel. And completing our 20-man pool is our new foreign student athlete, Bright Nwanko, a 6'9" center from Nigeria. Okay, so a lot of our followers in our social media pages are asking bakit wala yung mga ibang recruits ng Lasal sa team photo such as Ice Ontiveros, Kevin Kiambao, Jonel Policarpio, and Desjon Winston. So we all know Ice Ontiveros, the son of Don Ontiveros. He's a shooting guard, came from University of Cebu, while si Kiambao was part of that dominant Bullpups team. Jonel Policarpio came from Mapua Red Robins, while Desjon Winston is a 6'4" guard from Central Michigan University and has 2 years of eligibility. As far as we know, both Ontiveros and Winston are still part of the team. We're not sure exactly why they were not part of the photo shoot. Probably they will be lined up in UAAP 85 instead, which will happen later this year. So that's all we know for now. Si Kiambao and Policarpio naman, alam namin they are still in senior high school, so they are not eligible for UAAP 84. So we'll see them in the coming seasons to follow. So that's it for now. It's gonna be interesting in the coming days once we find out who will make the 16-man roster of the Green Archers in the upcoming UAAP season. Let us know your thoughts about our current pool of players in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest from this channel. Thank you.